How to set pronged Clover stud earrings with the infinity block. Welcome back to another episode of hand-stamped jewelry making using the infinity block. I hope you enjoy this. The infinity block is a super clever tool. You don't even have to stamp if you don't want to, and it has multi-purpose. You can stamp, if you want to, either earrings or charms, etc. But also, I'm going to show you, you can use it as a very easy setting tool. I've become obsessed with these tiny little clovers that are carved in mother of pearl. They're naturally black, and also on the other side is a piece that is white. I found a pair and I want to set them in prong earrings. There's a larger version and I'm going to show you how to set with these amazing cast prong Huggies stud earrings that I've created for a very easy setting. No welding, no soldering. This is very simple. So let's get started. This is what the cast prong Huggie stud earring looks like. It is soldered, it's very strong, and it's got long prongs so that you can shape later. All you have to do is put this in like such. Take your bead, and your bead could be irregular. Irregular could be rounded on one side, not the other, etc. You just set it in like this, press down so there's no slack, and then if it was irregular, you can then push it all up, wrap it around, and then trim. Your stone could be bigger on one side, and so your prongs might be, some are long, some are short, and then you just trim. In this case, this is regular, and I can take a piece of tape or measure out exactly how much, what length of prong I need. And then I trim all four. That is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this to hold it down so you can see me trimming. So that didn't take very much. Your cutters will do, and I've got trimmed like this. And basically, it looks like this. Now at this point, you can decide if you want the prongs to be tapered, claw tapered, or buffed and rounded, and you can shape the edges as you wish. I'm going to show you at this angle. Make sure it's non-marking, or you're going to be gentle with it. You can wrap tape around this. This part, you want to go opposites and apply pressure evenly. Especially if your bead is irregular, then you don't have any slack. Basically, that's what you have. And then I'm going to trim and file. This is what it looks like. In fact, it is not even, as you see. And this is because actually can't see very well when I'm filming. because I'm at a distance. There we go. Okay. Then what we can do is, if we know that we want this to be tapered, we can file it right away. You can also remove, because this top part has not been folded in, you can remove it, but if you've already folded it in, no worries. That is if you want it smoothened inward. Then, pressing this down, you can use anything really. And again, making sure you are working all the way up. Basically, what you're doing is pushing it down, using this edge to fold it in. You have to make sure that your bead is held down and not just pushed. And this is where the Blok comes in. It holds it very securely. If you want it to curl in, you could have, at the beginning, we could have wrapped it in a little bit. I'm going to show you in a moment. And then file and put it in. The other thing you can do is holding this at the bottom, this at the top. Okay. So you're squeezing it this way. You don't want to do that at the beginning, just at the end, when a lot of things are already in place and you're just doing the finishing touches. One of the tricks about this is, instead of the prongs pushed in and then in, what you can do is, in jewelry setting, is it just makes it a lot easier, is you bring the top in just a little bit. You see that, versus straight, rounded versus straight. Because what you end up doing is, like this, you bend it in a little bit, and when you push this part, it curls in naturally, and then you don't have to force this part and possibly scratch your stone or bead. And the other thing is, if you've got round nose pliers, at the end, just bring it in. It flattens out a little bit to a point. It goes skinnier if you want to. So it's smoother that way. Let me give you a close up. So now I have exactly the same length, and the top is curled. So now we've got the tops curled, everything is ready. So easy. Then all I have to do is go crosswise this way while holding it down. And here are the finished prong clover earrings. They actually take less than 5 minutes to make, but I get wordy when filming. They're fun, and you can set the larger version as well as irregularly shaped beads. Although you don't need the infinity block to set these earrings, it is really helpful for setting any studs with prongs. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Stones and Findings is a wholesaler of premium quality chains and findings, as well as the inventor of the infinity block. I'm going to leave more information below about our company, as well as the infinity block and the components I've used in this video.